It's October already and we're fast approaching winter. We've gone very rapidly from bright, long, sunshiny days to cool, cold at night, and today it's pouring down with rain. But there's still plenty that we can be doing on our plots. I'm Rue and this is Rue's Life. So what can we be doing during the autumn months and into winter? Well, there's lots we can be doing. So here in the polytunnel, for example, I've still got lots of crops going, but there's lots that need to be harvested. And I've still got quite a lot going outside as well. So in the days and weeks coming up, I'm going to be getting on with harvesting and then processing my harvests for storage. So I've got food through the winter months that I've grown here on the plot. But I will have other crops that I can keep going through the winter months. So for example, my Brussels sprouts are coming on really well, as is my curly kale. And now's the time we can start thinking about planning ahead. So during the winter months, we can be prepping those beds, mulching them, starting to harvest the leaves as they come down, which we can add into our compost heaps or make into lovely leaf mould. We can clear those beds that we're not going to use and add on that mulch and leave them over the winter months so they're ready for spring. It's a good opportunity for clearing and tidying, going through our old pots, anything that's split or broken we can get rid of. And it's also a great opportunity to start looking around on the likes of FreeCycle or Marketplace for any replacements of anything that we might need. So for me, although I absolutely love the growing season, and it is starting to come to an end now, apart from those few things I'll keep going over the winter, and I do grow a little bit in the polytunnel as well over the winter months, I really enjoy the contrast over the winter months where we're sorting and tidying and cleaning and preparing for the season ahead. So although traditionally we have a growing season, and some people I know will put their plots and allotments to bed for the winter, for me it's a continuous cycle, and I almost feel that my season begins in the autumn and winter because that's when I'm planning ahead for the spring. Here you can see some of my cured onions, and we've already been eating some of those. The rest of my harvest has actually been processed, chopped, and it's stored in the freezer. But talking of onions, now's the time we can start ordering or going out and buying our onion sets if you're going to put them in the ground to overwinter. I have ordered my onion sets, and there'll be a video coming up when they arrive. I'll show you how I put them in the ground and my tips and tricks for overwintering my onions for a really good harvest next season. Here you can see my tomatoes, and I have still got some red ripe ones on the vine, but there are a lot of green ones as well. I'll give them a little bit longer because they're here in the polytunnel and they may ripen up in the next weeks. If not, I'll get them all harvested and I can always make a chutney with the green ones. And then other things I've got going here are these leek seedlings, which I'm going to be getting outside, and I've also got some chard, some turnip and some other bits and pieces that I can get out into the ground. There's some beetroot here, there's some carrots, and then there's some much younger leek. And it's also a great opportunity to go through our seed tins and boxes, look at what we've got for the growing season ahead, anything we could start sowing and growing now. And of course I'm going to use my notebook and my tick lists so I can stay on top of things. So if you're keen to keep growing through the winter months, as I've said, there's plenty that we can still keep growing. So brassicas, turnips, beetroot, onions, and we can enjoy continuing to grow and harvest. My parsnips are also doing really well, and I won't be harvesting them yet, but again, I'll show you when I do. But equally, if you've worked hard all through the spring and the summer months and you're ready for a little bit of a breather, you can wind your plot down. And there's still lots of bits and pieces that we can be doing. I personally love this time of year, as I say, so do drop me a comment below. Let me know, what are your plans? Will you be growing through the winter months, or do you tend to shut down and put your plot to bed for the winter? Are you the sort of person that likes to get your clearing and tidying done now, or are you just ready for a break and you wait until the spring to really pick things up and get going again? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all well. If you have enjoyed this video, there'll be one coming up on the screen right now, which you should also enjoy. So go ahead and watch that. But for now, take care, and I'll see you all again soon.